clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments. Clearly different money management.
Investments and securities involve the risk of loss.
Michael Brown for Integrity Health Advisors. Medicare open enrollment is underway. Time to review your plan and make certain you're getting what you want. And it's more important than ever to make that review since at least one company has left town, leaving almost 55,000 people without insurance. Shane and his team at Integrity Health Advisors will be here throughout the year to answer your questions and help with your plans. That's the kind of local service you won't get from an 800 number blasted on TV. Call Integrity Health Advisors today, 720-288-0863.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Mild for your Monday with temperatures today in the mid-50s. A little breezy ahead of that snow that moves in overnight tonight. We could see 2 to 5 inches in the Denver area by tomorrow morning. I'm Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather Team meteorologist Kylie Worth.
Want to save 50% on new blinds? Blindster offers custom-made blinds, shades, and shutters shipped to you at prices less than big box retailers. And right now, save 50% off any order during Blindster's Cyber Monday sale. Hurry, sale ends December 1st. Blindster.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Colorado.
This message presented by the Colorado High School Activities Association and the Colorado Athletics Directors Association.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver. An iHeart radio station. Available everywhere. Download the free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
ABC News, I'm Marina Roy. The gunman who killed 10 people in a Buffalo supermarket shooting has now pleaded guilty to all charges. Sentencing for 18-year-old Peyton Gendron is now set for February. Across the country, hospitals are still straining under the load of cases of children with respiratory illnesses. ABC's Trevor Alt has more.
With COVID, we have seen repeatedly how holiday gatherings can really accelerate the spread of sickness. We could now be seeing that happening on 3 separate fronts. Officials here at Mount Sinai Children's Hospital say they've already been facing high levels of patients in the emergency department. Doctors are stressing you should call your pediatrician if your child is ill. ER visits are for the most serious adverse symptoms like shortness of breath.
The entire city of Houston is under a boil water order. A power outage led to a drop in water pressure, triggering the advisory. Public schools across Houston are also canceled today as people are told not to drink or brush their teeth in the tap water. This is ABC News. After weeks of protests in Iran over the death of a woman in the custody of the so-called morality police, a relative of the country's supreme leader has now been arrested.
Iran arresting the niece of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei after she denounced the regime and called on foreign governments to cut all ties with Tehran over its deadly crackdown on protesters. In a video post, Farida Morad Khani calling on world leaders to pull their diplomats out of Iran, calling it a, quote, murderous and child-killing regime that has no regard for laws. Mordkhani, the daughter of Khamenei's sister and a well-known opposition leader, now reportedly behind bars at Iran's notorious Evin prison. Jordana Miller, ABC News, Jerusalem.
More fallout from the collapse of cryptocurrency exchange FTX. A cryptocurrency lender, BlockFi, has now filed for bankruptcy. The Wall Street Journal says as of last year, BlockFi had up to $20 billion worth of deposits. Rena Roy, ABC News.
It's easy to think all money managers are pretty much the same, but at Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Different? How? You sell high-commission investment products, right?
No, Fisher Investments doesn't sell any commission-based investment products.
Well, you must earn commissions on trades.
Nope, never at Fisher. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our client's best interest. It's the highest standard of care for a financial advisor.
How do you know what's in their best interest?
We get to know our clients and then tailor a portfolio based on their goals and needs.
But you probably sneak in some hidden and layered fees.
No, we have one transparent management fee structured so we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, you really do look out for your clients.
That's because our top priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. It might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments. Clearly different money management.
Investments and securities involve the risk of loss.
KHOW News Time, 10:03.
A big change in the weather after a warm day today in the Denver metro with highs in the lower 50s. Snow is moving into the high country today.
Now, for the metro area, that doesn't get started until a little bit later on this evening and then into the overnight hours. So 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. is the timing for tomorrow. 2 to 5 inches expected in the Denver metro area, up on into our foothills, and then up near Fort Collins, 4 to 8 inches.
That's Fox 31 meteorologist Kylie Burse. A judge has ruled against Xcel Energy in a lawsuit over the Marshall Fire. The ruling allows a class action lawsuit to proceed. It was filed by a Boulder business owner who argues that downed power lines may have started the blaze that destroyed about 1,000 homes and caused over $2 billion in damage. Denver-based Frontier Airlines making it harder for customers to resolve problems with their flights. The company has ended telephone customer service, switching solely to online, mobile, and text support. The company explained the move as a cost-saving measure, saying that most customers prefer to use digital channels. That's the latest. I'm Chad Bauer.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Verdict with Ted Cruz podcast.
Busy driving continues throughout the Denver metro as we navigate that 9 o'clock hour. Starting into downtown I-25 southbound, a brand new accident looks like at 20th Street. No word on delays as of yet, but we are seeing slow traffic back from I-70. Over on the southeast end of town, I-225 southbound just before Parker Road, a crash with 2 left lanes blocked. Congestion back from Mississippi, about 25 minutes of delays for drivers. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly sunny skies today with a high of 53 degrees. Overnight low of 20 with snow tomorrow and a high of only 26. The current temperature in Denver is 47 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
This is Ben Ferguson, and this is Ted Cruz. Together we do our podcast, Verdict with Ted Cruz, 3 times a week. Want to know what's going on behind closed doors in the Senate, the White House, the courts?
If you do, download Verdict with Ted Cruz on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Let's face it, credit cards are pretty much a necessity.
New tires for the car? Here's my card.
I order takeout, here's my card. And most of us just accept the high interest rates credit cards charge as a necessary evil.
What are you going to do?
Get a low fixed-rate credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream from $5,000 to $100,000 and pay off those credit card balances. Apply online and you could get your money as soon as the day you apply. The average credit card company charges over 19% APR. But with Lightstream, you can get a fixed rate as low as 7.99% APR with autopay and excellent credit.
Now I can pay off my high-interest credit cards and save money with a much lower rate.
Apply today at lightstream.com/radio and get an additional interest rate discount. That's lightstream.com/radio. Lightstream.com/radio.
Subject to credit approval. Rates range from 7.99% APR to 21.49% APR and include a 0.5% autopay discount. Lowest rate requires excellent credit. Terms and conditions apply and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com/radio for more information.
It's the Dan Kapla Show. Afternoons 4 to 6.
Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. We'll have the latest facts on the murderous mass shooting in Colorado Springs. We'll find out whether the Post has apologized for wrongly blaming conservatives for that, and what can we all do to protect ourselves and loved ones from the next mass shooting.
Yeah. Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Here to help you solve problems. You know, as we get toward the end of the year, a lot of people look for deals, of course, with the Christmas season, Black Friday, today, Cyber Monday. But are there really great deals out there? Here's what I want to do. I want you to share deals if you found them, please, okay? One in particular that I found. Now, I don't need this. I'm not going to probably get it. I know Mark, by the way, calls me almost every time, every year around this time, to tell me about great deals on TVs. Tom, they're giving them away. Do you want me to pick you one up? And I end up with one, and I don't know. I mean, we have so many now, I'm not even sure what to do with them. Well, some of them didn't last but a couple years. But big screen TVs, what we used to call them big screens, really, if you think about it, these big LEDs, They're amazing. They're amazing what you can get now. What used to be $6, $8 grand, you can get for a few $100s. Now, I'd like to go to the phones at 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255, and find out what's going on. Johnny, what's on your mind today, Johnny? Welcome to the show.
We've been living in this place for 4 years, and my wife was laid up, and I signed the lease.
Now, what place is this that you were living? Do you own or rent?
We rent. It's called Foxridge Farms Trailer Park.
You're renting a trailer.
Right. And they
Okay,
condemned
got
our
it.
trailer. We went to sign a lease to go just transfer it to another one because my wife forgot to sign. They made us requalify, which kicked us out.
No, hold on. Let's go back. How long have you been living there?
4 years.
For 4 years. Then why did you have to why did you have to requalify? I don't know. Were you behind in rent?
No, we weren't. We were caught up on rent and everything.
Then why? Then they just came to you one day and said, "Oh, was it a new lease?"
It was going to be a new lease. My wife, we were both on the lease. My wife didn't sign it because she broke both of her legs.
So
And
you
when I
were
went to go tell
presented.
them, I'm like,
Let me
"Can I
get this
sign it
straight,
for her?"
Johnny. You were presented with a new lease, and they wanted both of you to sign.
Correct.
But only you signed it.
Correct.
Okay. Now, why
But I wanted
did
her. We wanted to go back in and sign it for her, and they said it's too late.
So they took this opportunity to get you out of there.
Yes.
Why do you think they were gunning for you? I don't think they would have presented you a lease if they were gunning for you. Why didn't your wife sign it? Why I don't understand why your wife.
Hospital.
Oh, she was in the hospital. How did she break both legs, by the way?
She fell. Both of her.
Wow. She was in the hospital
Walking in.
and did not. And so, are you out of there now?
No, we're still in there.
Why didn't you tell him? Why didn't you call and say, "My wife can't sign. She's in the hospital"? Why couldn't you take it? Why couldn't you take the lease? Why couldn't you take the lease to her?
Because it's all done online, and by the time I realized we didn't sign for her, it was too late.
And why does
They
it
helped me
matter?
sign for her.
Why does it matter if she signed or you signed? And why didn't you just go online and sign for her?
I thought I did, but apparently I signed just for myself and thought I was signing for her too.
So when is the eviction? Not eviction, but when is the lease up when you have to be out?
Well, we're supposed to be out the end of this month because we don't have a place to go.
And you were willing to pay the increased rent and everything?
Yes.
It just doesn't make sense to me that they just want to get rid of you like that. Have you been a bad tenant?
No.
Now, when you say at the end of this month, are you talking about the end of November in a few days or the end of December?
End of November.
What?
And my son's special needs.
Why do you think they want you out? Do you believe their story? I do. Otherwise, they wouldn't have presented you with a new lease. Did your rent get increased?
Yeah, it did.
What was it go? Tell me the increase. How much? How much?
I'm saying $300.
And you were willing to pay that?
Yeah.
Do they have someone else to move in?
They're selling the trailer because it's.
Well, that's a whole different story, brother. That should have been the lead story right there. They're selling the trailer, right? Well, they just want to sell it then. How can you qualify to buy it?
No, because they're selling. They don't want. They said the flooring is really bad.
So they want the trailer. Hold on. They want to junk the trailer and get it out of there, don't they?
Yeah, they want to put a new one in.
Okay, because they get paid more with a new one, and trailer parks are selling new trailers with no place to put them. Now I understand what's going on, Johnny. This happens all the time with mobile homes. You're not being singled out. And the problem is, what I don't understand is why did they present you with a new lease to begin with if they did not want you to sign it? They could have just said move. Why did they? I want someone to call. Can we get who's around that we can get to call? I have a simple question. If you wanted them to leave and you wanted to sell the trailer anyway, why did you bother presenting them with a new lease? What do you think? Why, Johnny? It doesn't make sense to me. Mark, does it make sense to you? Suze, does it make sense to you? It doesn't make sense that if they wanted you to leave, that they would have presented you with a new lease. So what are we not hearing?
Well, they
right
just
now?
want, I think he did say it, they just want that old trailer out of there and get a new one in with more money coming in.
You're right, but why did they present him with a new lease?
No clue.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Because my wife didn't sign it, they said we can't. We have to we had
Well,
to
maybe after they didn't sign it, they made the decision to get the new one in.
Could we call and find that out? Who can we? Is Deputy Dollar around? I know. Did he have
he's having surgery
But
or
wait,
something.
but does it even matter? I
On
mean,
his
I don't
foot,
mind
right?
calling over there, but really, how about if we try to find this guy another place? How much do you have each month?
we have.
How much was your rent going to be if you signed the new lease?
$1,800.
Wow. So you should be able to find something for $1,800. Yes,
Heck yeah.
no.
Probably nicer with a real floor in an apartment or something, man.
We can't do an apartment because my son's special needs. He gets upset real easy, and he screams and hollers. That's why we're trying to stay in something.
Do they have
There's
another
nobody
trailer?
around.
Is this trailer being rented by the park or by an owner?
By a park.
He won't qualify. That's the problem. His credit sucks now.
This is too bad. This, I don't know what the. Hold on, Johnny. Let's see. You may have. Go ahead.
So they can find me another place to live in there for a year so I can clean my credit up.
Can they or can't they? Do they have any other places available?
Yes, they do.
Listen. We need to assign this. Deputy Doc is going to be a little late. He's coming in at 11. Deputy Smarty Pants is driving around on his bicycle in Florida listening to us.
Wait. And the only time you guys were ever late, or you were never late?
Never late. Never.
And they don't have anything else at that $1,800 range?
Yeah, they do.
But they don't want to rent to you?
Right. For some reason. We don't know.
Well, okay.
Because she didn't sign the lease, we had to requalify.
And then when you requalify, you don't qualify.
Wait a minute.
We don't qualify.
I get it.
But okay, but hold on. Why did you qualify
Why can't
before?
we sign the lease from? That's what I'm saying. Why can't
credit's
we sign the lease, even though it's late?
But they've been there for 4 years.
Yes.
Do you think your child has ruined it? Do you think they knew about it? Do you think anything to do with that?
No.
Okay. All right. Your neighbors didn't complain or anything?
I don't know if the neighbors have complained or not.
All right. Hold on. Let's figure out what we can do, if anything. Let's try to figure something out. How about that? 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. RealCBDThatWorks.com. That's for pain, inflammation, anxiety. Super sales going on right now. I mean, pennies on the dollar. RealCBDThatWorks.com. And you can put Tom in the promo code and get 30% off. Plus, don't forget, your insurance checkup can save you thousands going into the next year, and it's free. Okay? They compare all of your coverages to make sure you're not paying too much. Compass Insurance, 303-996-9000.
We just can't seem to catch a break, huh? So many rough fire seasons. But we made it through, and now there's another risk. All that charred soil and burnt vegetation can lead to floods and mud flow. I know, but you've got this too. And one way to get this is to get this, flood insurance. There's no rest for the West, but with flood insurance, you can rest assured that you're ready for whatever else nature throws at you. Protect the life you've built at floodsmart.gov/wildfires.
The Liquid Loan. By now you know that I know it's one of the best loans available. TheLiquidLoan.com. What exactly is it? The Liquid Loan is truly a one-of-a-kind loan. It's a line of credit, and since it has a variable interest, it will go down when rates go down. But here's the thing. You might say, well, then what good is it if rates are up now? And it's up because it's simple interest, and you only pay on the outstanding balance. Let me explain what that means. If you have money in the bank, the same bank, it earns the same interest and cancels out that part of the loan, so you pay less interest. In fact, if you pay interest only, you can keep your payments low, or you can pay interest and any kind of principal anytime, and then your interest goes down. It is a remarkable loan. It's a 30-year line of credit. TheLiquidLoan.com. From affordable interest mortgage, 720-895-0500. Real stem cell therapy, that's what I call it, because that's what it is. You extract the stem cells from yourself. Well, you don't. A doctor does it. And then re-injects them into troubled areas. You see, Denver Regenerative Medicine has been doing it for 10 years. And isn't it about time you look into stem cell, real stem cell? This is a clinic I know and trust. You